What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to work on repairing this bumper. So I actually damaged this bumper several years ago, hit a retread on the highway, and it cracked it in a couple places. At the time, I just replaced my bumper. I had it paint matched my car, and this one has been sitting in my driveway ever since. So I am going to repair it because I'm going to be vinyl wrapping my car. And obviously it's not going to be as neat as paint, but it's going to save me about $250 if I repair this rather than trying to buy a new bumper. And the other issue is when I start vinyl wrapping, vinyl doesn't always stick to plastic, so if I get a new bumper, I'd probably have to paint it or put something on it anyhow. Otherwise, the vinyl might start peeling up in a few months rather than a couple years. So, with that being said, I need to do several things to this bumper to get it ready. Number one, I have to remove my fog lights. Number two is I have to drill out the brackets that I mounted to hold the cracks together. And I need to clean it and prep it, and then I'm going to actually seal up these cracks with, I have a plastic welding kit I picked up from Harbor Freight, and I also have some plastic epoxy and a few other things. So I'm going to kind of work my way through it and see exactly what I need to do, but that's what I'm working on today.
The next day.
Alright guys, so now that I have my bumper cleaned up and I have removed the brackets and the fog lights, next thing I need to do is drill out the ends of these cracks so that they don't spread anymore, because this plastic is pretty soft and it actually acts like canvas, where if you don't stop a crack or a rip, it can continue. So if I drill out the ends of all these cracks here and over here, that will prevent that from happening. Then after that, I am going to go at it with some sandpaper and some Dremel bits, and then I'll be able to start plastic welding and apply epoxy and my mesh brackets and everything like that. Alright guys, so this is just one method of repairing a bumper. As you can tell, I didn't do a great job finishing this, and that's because I've decided that this bumper is actually not going back on my car. Halfway through I realized how easy this actually is, and I'm just going to repair the bumper that is currently on my car, and I'm going to finish that because that one has all my quick latches on it. Not that they're hard to swap over, but why go through the hassle of trying to swap all that hardware over when I could just redo the same thing on that bumper. So this one's going to end up sitting in my driveway, which is why I kind of got lazy with some of the finish work. As you can tell, there's still divots and bumps in it. I didn't smooth that out, and I also finished it off with 120 grit sandpaper, which is ridiculous. I also have 220 and 400. 400 is going to be perfect for laying down the paint, so it'll have a nice smooth finish, but what's the point of going through all that if it's going to be sitting in my driveway? Also, I just spray painted it, as you could tell. Didn't tape anything off, don't care, but I wanted to show how to fix a bumper, and I'm actually impressed with how well this turned out. I'm very surprised, actually, considering that the welding kit came from Harbor Freight. As you may know, Harbor Freight is kind of hit or miss when it comes to some of their products, but this one is well worth the $15 that I spent on it. So when I repair my other bumper, I will be using some of the plastic welding technique on the front of it, and I will also use epoxy on the back side. So if you don't have access to electricity or a plastic welding kit, I will show you how to use epoxy, because I have used that to repair a front lip in the past and it worked very well. So I will take more time on my next bumper, I promise, but this ended up being more of a demonstration. So if you need to fix a plastic bumper, this is one way to do it. Now, I will be linking everything that I used in the description down below. So if you want to see the paint that I used or the welding kit or anything like that, all those links will be in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.